Hello and a very warm welcome to the final day of the Grassroots Weekender show. That's the Sunday. Wow, if you've had any last minute games, cup finals, league winning games, tournaments, whichever it may be, and I hope you've really enjoyed it because the weather has been brilliant today. A little bit chilly if you're in the shade, but in the sun, absolutely fantastic. And we were out and about at the Walton Kirkdale JFL today, strutting our stuff, REFspect on and off the field of play. It was finals day, and boy, one of the biggest crowds I've probably seen for quite some time at grassroots football. There was thousands there today, car parks heaving, people getting on with things, enjoying it. And you know what? It didn't look like we had a problem. All the referees were reporting they've enjoyed it. Later game, I did not stay for the older games, but I've been there from a good early start, and I got loads and loads of pictures and kids celebrating cup wins and commiserations to the runners up. But you know what? In the Walton Kirkdale there was no one a loser there today because everyone was getting their trophies, and all the kids even looked happy when they were coming up as runners up. Everyone stayed, and I just thought it was absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much for the managers and coaches who kept their children at the back, waited, and the parents, and went up and came up, runners up, and stayed. A lot of kids and parents normally get off before the presentation. Didn't happen today. Absolutely brilliant. Well done to Dave, Ellie, Ian, the committee, who were hard at work, right from behind the scenes, right from the word go, setting up all the trophies. Lucky enough, as we say, it was a nice dry day, so thankfully they got them on. And do you know what? You can't knock the way it was organised there today, and especially the football. Saw some great footballing finals there. You know, there was teams where 3-0 up, and then it was last minutes 3-2, fighting to the death. You know, and it was great to see. It was great to watch. Commiserations, as I say, to all the runners up, but there's no losers whatsoever there. You know, today every one of you were a winner, and especially with the REFspect on and off the field of play, you've done absolutely brilliant. Now, if you've been unlucky to get one of these, then you're not doing it right. You've got to, I know it's all right, cup final day, what would you expect? But let's just hope none of those come. Let's hope if you did get anything, it was one of these. And maybe it was asked for, maybe it wasn't, but at the end of the day, you've got to respect the referee as well, because they're there to interpret the laws of the game on and off the field of play, to be honest. So well done to all you managers, all you teams, all the kids who played their hearts out today. As you say, it was brilliant, great to watch. What a final day it was. It was an honour to be there, I must admit, there today. And if you look at the banner on there, the Walton Kirkdale, and it's been formed since 1975, and I've been there, obviously, take it 1 or 2 weeks out of that one, since 1975, with some fantastic committee members, and obviously Dave's taken on the reins of running it with his daughter, 1 and 2 volunteers as well. But you know what? Absolutely brilliant job there today, and you've got to be really, really happy and supportive of them. So congratulations to each and every one of you who put all your heart and soul into everything there today. And I'm sure on behalf of the league itself, they want to thank all the teams for turning up today and making it an extra special day. As I say, there was thousands there, loads and loads of pictures, and I'm sure there'll be hundreds going on social media there today. Cameras were out, kids were out, banners were out, cups were out in the air, and flares were out non-stop. And I saw more reds than blue ones there today. And if we saw more blue ones, why? Because Everton faced Crystal Palace today. So why weren't you all at the match? Anyway, well done to each and every team. It was brilliant to see loads of REFspect on and off the field of play, walking around, listening to parents. You could hear 1 or 2 upset shouts. That's bound to happen in cup finals. But you know what? Pat yourselves on the back, each and every one of you, Because as far as I'm concerned, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant, each and every one of you. The kids who played the football, as I say, they played their hearts out. The managers, the coaches, committee members and parents. Well done, honestly. And I think, as you say, if you're one of the parents from the runners-up, it was unlucky. There's loads and loads of games in football and kids football. You've probably got loads of summer leagues to go to. There's, you know, you play there. There's trophies galore, tournaments galore. It's non-stop when you're a child. Believe me, when you're playing football, non-stop. And I was just ecstatic, really glad to be there today, you know. So I wasn't going to tend to stay out that long because I've still got the back kitchen to do, finish off. Got to see the plasterer coming today, and just get everything ready. But I stayed a little bit later, put myself behind. So I'm going to be late watching the match as well. I want to watch the Everton Crystal Palace game as well. I think that'd be a good game. And I can't see Crystal Palace winning. They've lost all their players. They just look nothing now to what there's a patch on themselves, and they'll struggle next year. You watch. Mark my words. Anyway, I think it's an Everton win for me. If you ask me, 2-0, 3-0, they'll just dominate the game. And Palace won't have a look in. They really won't. They won't turn up today, to be honest. So there you go. That's what I think. Everton win today. Liverpool, I went, I was racing around yesterday, got to watch the match. It was nearly kick-off after being out of the North Liverpool JFL. Well done to them as well. There was games on, as we mentioned there today, loads of REFspect as well, which I'm happy with. Magic weekend. I can get all my photographs ready and what have you. And you'll see one or two going up on the show as well. You will see that, you know. Today has been really, really good, I must admit. And as I say, Liverpool yesterday, I don't know what happened. I really, really don't know what's going on with the team itself. They started off 10-15 minutes and you thought, wow, what a goal. Gravenberg, brilliant goal. I had McAllister to score first goal, but he wasn't in the game, like most of them. They just, as soon as that goal went in, they dropped off and let Chelsea play and dominate most of the game until the second half. And then, but it wasn't a game that you could say a Liverpool in the holiday mode. Are they really bothered about winning or going into the Champions League next year? They're already in Europe, we know that. But the Champions League, do they want that? Most of the players won't be there, they can't be bothered. And we're probably going to lose one or two more. But you look at the likes of Bournemouth, and they're unbeaten for 16 games. Yeah, 16 games. Bournemouth, how much money have they spent to the likes of Liverpool and all the Premier League clubs? That's back in January, I think, their last defeat. I can't work it out the way Premier League teams can do that, you know, and go on a run like that. And it's even better than Man City and Arsenal as well. And they're challenging for the league title. But Liverpool, 16 games. Surely a team like Liverpool can go 16 games unbeaten. But it's not. You know, I think we went 6 games was our most or longest run this year. But Bournemouth, congratulations to Bournemouth. 16 games and they're chasing us. They're 4 points behind us for Champions League football. Wow, and there's only 2 games left. So they could go 18 games without defeat and end up in the Champions League. Unreal, unreal. And you can only pat Bournemouth on the back. You really can. Well, that's all I'm doing anyway. But what is going wrong with Liverpool? Even the fans, they've been trying to sing a lot of boos towards the end, and I think they got it wrong with Rio. They weren't to know. But he'd had gone over to Arne Slot and started feeling his muscles. There was some aches and pains there. And you know what? They had to take him off, and that's what it was. It wasn't because he wasn't playing well. He was playing okay, and he is developing very, very quickly indeed. So he's going to be a regular. You could probably see him in the team starting off. He's going to be the striker. Why not? Let him go for it. Let him go for it. And we were talking about the injuries, more injuries I think it was, and sickness. And I've never known Liverpool to have such a depleted squad of players, of injuries, ever. It's the worst ever. There's always one or two injuries where teams can put unchanged teams out, like of Arsenal, Man City. They've got a massive bench. And then you look at our bench and it's full of kids again. It really is. You know, and you're worrying about, will Conor Bradley ever come back to play football? Will he? Because people are saying, oh, you know, towards the end of the season, but is this such a serious injury that the lad may never come back? Fingers crossed he does, because what a player he is. Oh, unreal. Love the player to death, and just hope he can just play again. That's what we're looking at. How many players are coming back for next year? Remains to be seen. But I just don't know what we're doing. Away to Aston Villa, they're going to give us a game and a half, and it's going to be decided for the Champions League. That one, isn't it? Because if Aston Villa beat us and Bournemouth win, Bournemouth are a point behind us, and we've got a last game against Brentford at Anfield. They'll struggle there. Probably Bournemouth are at home as well. Not too sure. But anyway, the games are coming to the end. The seasons have come to the end. Wherever you've been today, well done in grassroots football. Let's hope there's loads and loads of REFspect right across the country, not just here on Merseyside. We want it all over the country, in your leagues. We want you to respect your committee members. They've done a fantastic job, and they need a pat on the back. Well done to all committee members right across the nation. You've been fantastic, because without you, there wouldn't be games, would there? There wouldn't be leagues, there wouldn't be teams, there wouldn't be referees. So who's the backbone of grassroots football? I remember putting that to an official at Liverpool County FA once, and he told me the backbone of grassroots football are the referees. And I support referees, but I beg to differ. I think the backbone are the leagues. They have to be, because they put the teams in the league, they get the fixtures together, they get the referees together, they get the games together, and they're there week in, week out, and they put the trophies together. Take all that away. Where does it leave grassroots football? No leagues, no need for referees, play in the park, and to be honest, no one will be going to watch it. I don't see why the backbone of grassroots football are the referees. Not in a million years, it can't be. Can't be. They have to go to a league to play football, to officiate a football. Kids have to play in leagues. Who, in your opinion, is the backbone of grassroots football? mail@don'texttheline.com. Love to hear from you, love to know. And yesterday we were going on about Attitudes, Mental Health Awareness Weekend, which is on the 11th to the 17th, and we will be supporting that. Let's just hope all grassroots football can get behind it and support mental health week, which is the 11th, 17th, and we want to try and relaunch our Lean On Me song yet again in support of mental health awareness. And this is what REFspect and Don't Cross the Line is all about. It really is, because those kids out there may have mental health struggles. They may have, and it's not going to help if you've got irate parents, spectators on the line having a go at the referee and also at the kids themselves. You don't know who's got what, who stood next to you, or who stood in front of you. So you need to respect each and every one of you. You really do. Persons, you don't know. So all come together and be as one if you can. And just, it's nice to be nice. It really is nice to be nice. We want everyone to make a difference at grassroots football. This is why we do the Don't Cross the Line REFspect, National REFspect Awareness Weekends. And massive thanks to the PGMO and also the PFA supporting us, big style, Liverpool, Everton, supporting us week in, week out, right the way through from 2003. we've been bringing together the people of the communities, not just on Merseyside, right across the nation. And we really respect your support. Lostock Hall in Preston, Daryl, brilliant. Even the Sheffield and District Junior Sunday League. And we've got all leagues and we've got all these organisations that we put posts out week in, week out. And they all share them, they all like them, they all get on board. And it's just to get the awareness across of REFspect on and off the field of play. Now, I love these t-shirts. I think they're really colourful, but it's the message it carries with the poem. It really is on the back of the t-shirt, and also REFspect. People look at it and go, REFspect. And it's just clever. It's just clever, you know. And I was walking around today, and you could see, I was walking around with a young referee, and people go quiet. When you walk up and they're all shouting, people have a look. And as I always say, with the CCTV of grassroots football, when we're there, nothing happens. When you walk away, all hell can break loose. But it was lovely, and it's great to be recognised in a sense of we're doing the right job. We're watching the referees' backs, basically. We don't police it. No, we just want encouragement and fair play at grassroots football. We just want everyone. We will not take the passion out of the game. You know, we have silent weekends. We can't take passion out of the game. We love it. Yes, they allow clapping, but not shouting encouragement. And kids like to hear encouragement. They like to be the centre of attention. The kids, they do. If they're playing well, they're loving it. They're loving all the support that they're getting from the sidelines. So think of it that way. Cast your mind back, if you can, when you were a child and what you liked and what your dislikes were. Just cast it back. And if you've played football or you play any sport and activity, what was it like when someone had a right go at you and put you off? And especially in cricket, I hated that. For some reason, I kept getting thrown in the cricket team, and I didn't like it. And the teacher would tell me I had to. I was good at it, but I didn't want to play it. I was forced into it, and I couldn't perform. And when I couldn't perform, or I didn't want to perform because I wanted to get myself thrown out the team, you got picked on by your fellow members in the team who wanted to play. And teachers can't understand. If you don't want to play cricket, why are you forced into it? And I remember going into one game as a child in a school team. I got rollicked for it, but hey ho. And the teammates hated me for it, put me down, and I knew that on purpose I got myself bowled out first bowl because I just did not want to play. It wasn't in my heart. It wasn't to let the lads down. It wasn't to let the team down. It was to let myself down because I didn't want to play in the school team. Because you're good at something and you just want to play probably on a field with your mates, have a run around, have a kick around, things like that. But I was taking more to football, and I was playing in the football and I wanted to be in a team. And when the mates were all coming home from school and we had night games, which we did in school, I just didn't want to go. And it was always you had to, and you were always worried about going in the following day to face your teachers. And when I remember going in after I got myself bowled out, the teacher stood in front of the class and shouted, "Lee, you're out the cricket team. Pathetic performance last night. You won't be playing in that team again." And deep down, I was relieved. I just went like that and shook my head. And they're all going, "I'm glad you're being kicked out the team because you're rubbish. Shouldn't have been in the team." And it was good. It was good. I felt good. I was no more going to cricket and after school hours, and I was playing with my mates, playing football. And that's what I wanted to do. So you've got to understand, do the kids want to play? Do the kids want to get involved? Parents, you need to work out with your child whether they like the game that they're in or what would they like to take up. I'd done that on purpose and it worked for me. I never got asked to play in that cricket team again. Never wanted to play in the cricket team. And yet I'd play cricket with the mates after school, or I'd play football, because there's no pressure. There's no pressure, and that's what it's all about. And it wasn't just pressure, it's just that I didn't want to play in a team. I really didn't. So how many other kids are feeling like that? Is there a lot out there? So think about that, mums and dads, parents, grandparents, all think about it. Have a chat to your child and see if they are interested in playing football, rounders, baseball, whatever the sport may be, golf. Let them pick what they enjoy, and I'll guarantee if you do that, they will be better players for whatever sport that they're taking up, and you should stand with them and protect them and support them. That was just a little story I thought I'd share with you about my school days. So I have those memories, and it was the best memory when that teacher told me, shouldn't have done it in front of the whole class because they were trying to make a mockery of me, but I felt good within inside myself. I really did. I felt like I'd achieved something, but I wasn't telling anyone else except my closest mates. I was made up, and I enjoyed the football more then. I got in the school team. What more could you ask for? Thank you so much for tuning in for over this weekend. Well done to everyone again, all the teams, all the runners up and what have you today. And we'd love to hear from your league themselves or team and how it all ended up with you. Summer leagues are on the way now. It's the end, whether there's more teams, more leagues across the country finishing next week, maybe Sheffield and District do, but they've got a week of presentations because their league is that big. Good luck to all them in Sheffield. In the meantime, put your feet up, relax, enjoy the Premier League games, what's left of them, and enjoy all your football, especially in summer tournaments, but carry on with the REFspect, please, on and off the field of play. From myself, Mal Lee, and all the team here, the Grassroots Show, Don't Cross the Line, REFspect programme, Heart of Gold initiatives, no ref, no game, one step ahead on mental health, which we'll be following over the next week or two. Get behind us, and no ref, no game. We'll see you this coming Friday, hopefully with Dan in the studio. Cheerio for now.